Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is a short class or short tutorial for the use of calculator. How can we use the calculator? The first thing you should keep in your mind, first let me explain to you about the setup of the calculator. Whenever you want to use generally in your levels, that should be D and math here. D, math. If it is not D and math, then it is then your calculations will not be correct, because generally we use in our levels degrees and mathematics general function. So how, if there is not something else, how we can change it? First I will explain to you. Here when you press this, this is the mode. That mode must be in the number one. Then you press number one, so you will get this math. If you press this 2, you will get this math complex, but we don't want this generally. If you will press this 3, this is for the stat functions, statistics. These functions are for the statistics, for the variables and the regressions and other things not related to you. And if you use here equations, this for the solving equations. These are for solving equations. And if you will press this for 7 for tables, this for the next 6 for matrices, 8 for vectors, and 4 for base n, mean base 2 and base 5 and base 10. There is 3 kind of functions. So here this for base 10. We need what? We need complex one. See here, that must be here math. And after that, here D. If it is not D, how we can take D? Shift and then press. Here you can see math, linear math, and degree, gradient, scientific, this normal, this fixed, this radian. Okay, the first one is math linear. The result format math linear or math linear, math line 0 or math 0. This is the format. Okay, now if we want degree, so press 3. Here is 3. If it is not 3, D here, so do like this, shift and then setup and shift. Here, shift and then 3, press 3, then it will come to D. It must be at D. Then we will go towards the lessons, how to calculate the things. For example, today we were studying about the sine and cos and tan in the class 7 and class 8. So for example, we want to find the degree 60 degree, tan 60 degree, tan 60 degrees, then close bracket. So you will get this. And if you want to convert this 3 square root into the decimal, so press this button, you will get in the decimal. This is for fraction, this is for decimal. And after that, if you want to find tan inverse, so use shift button, shift tan like that 0.25, for example, then close. Then you will get 14.036. And in the decimal, this is in the already in the decimal. See again, for tan inverse, shift tan inverse and then 0.3, then close bracket. The same process you can use for sine. Sine 25 will be equal to this, and shift sine, this will be again 25. Okay, this is the reverse. Okay, now for example, this sine and the sine inverse, cos and cos inverse have the same process. Now, if you want to find the square, 2 square equal 4. 3, 2 cube. See here cube. So shift is then this cube you can get. This is for any power like 10, 20, 30. 2 power 10. You can write like this 2 power 10. You can use 3 power 6. You can find out the answer. This up is shift function for the square root. This is for the square root. For example, if you want the square root of this value, for example here 5, fifth square root of 25. Fifth square root of 25 will be like this. 5 shift then 25. This is the fifth square root of 25. Again, 3 third square root of 8. Third square root of 8 is 2. Third square root of 8. Now this for 10 power. 10 power. 5, 10 power. Like this. 5, 10 power 2. This is 5, 10 power 2. Answer 5000. Like this, for example, if you want 1, 10 power. So use 1, 10 power 3 is 1000. And this is for inverse function here. This is the square root. Like 8 square root. Square root of 8. Square root of 8 is 2 fraction, 2 square 2. Decimal, this is decimal. Okay. And if you want the fraction function, 5 fraction 2. 5 fraction 2. This is in the decimal, 5 fraction 2. If you use the mixed number, so 4, then shift, then press. Now you can see the mixed number, 5 over 2. This is 13 over 2, like this. This is the use of mixed numbers here. And these are for the log functions. We don't use this. This is for decimal to standard, standard to decimal. And these are the brackets. These are the general functions which we want to use here. And if you feel any problem, you can share with me. Inshallah, I will do with you anything. Like that, 8 divide by 2, anything. 425 divide by 5, 85. Okay. I hope that's enough for you. This is the way to on and off. Shift off. Shift off. This will off. And for on, this will. Goodbye. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.